All right, guys, for this next section where it says direct instruction, a first-hand account, I am not going to read all of this because you are actually going to follow this link right here to the concentration camp survivors share their story link, where you will then click on Toby Bieber. You'll scroll to the bottom and click the play button where it says this lorry with the children drove off and never seen again. There's this little play button right here. You're going to hit that play and they are going to read their story aloud for you, so you don't need me to follow along. But it starts right here where it says this morning orders, get out, and whatever. Once you've done that, go ahead and skip down to the next section where this video will pick up. Here you're doing a check for understanding. You are highlighting your answer below. Question number 1. What is Toby Bieber's point of view in this first-hand account? Choice A. Their point of view is that of a historian who is writing about life in a concentration camp. Answer choice B. Tony Bieber's point of view is that of a concentration camp survivor who is sharing their experiences in the camp. Answer choice C. Tony Bieber's point of view is that of a Nazi policeman who worked in the Plaszow camp. Or answer choice D. Tony Bieber's point of view is that of a child who was taken away from their parents in a concentration camp while their parents watched her drive away. Go ahead and highlight the best answer. Now you're going to make a claim. Based on Bieber's point of view, would she say the Holocaust was the worst event in human history? Why or why not? Be sure you're typing your answer below. Again, remember that that's a two-part question. Was the Holocaust the worst event in human history? And why or why not? Additionally, you're going to be supporting your answer with evidence from the video or the transcript as you see fit. Based on her point of view, Tony Bieber would say that the Holocaust was or was not the worst event in human history because the evidence to support her point of view is. Once you've completed that, you're going to move on to the video reflection section. Here you're going to click on Band of Brothers Liberation. So you're going to click on this YouTube link right here. Then you're going to fill in the organizer below. Please use this box right here to write down your reactions to what you're witnessing as well as questions you may have. You need at least 3 reactions or questions, at least 3. If you want 4, 5, etc., that's fine with you. Once you've completed that, move on to where it says the big question. Use evidence from the video. Why might someone consider the Holocaust the worst event to ever happen in human history? Your response should start with this sentence stem. People might consider the Holocaust the worst event in human history because, and then you're going to use evidence from the video. This video proves this point because in the video it showed. This is from Band of Brothers. It's an HBO show that was very popular about World War II. Once you've done that, move on to the independent thesis construction section. The question that we've been focusing on for this module is, was the Holocaust the worst event in human history? You're going to be writing a much more advanced thesis than we have been doing. Remember, we're getting ready for 8th grade, so we need to make sure that our writing is continuing to grow as well. For your writer's checklist, I need you to make sure that your thesis have 3 reasons why you believe that the Holocaust was the worst event ever or not. So if your bias is that it wasn't, you need to have 3 as well. You also need to make sure that your thesis discusses the counterclaim, that opposite view. If you think the Holocaust was the worst event ever, why might people think it was not the worst event ever, and vice versa? And then finally, does your thesis and counterclaim have background knowledge discussing what the Holocaust was and how it affected people? We've talked a lot about writing from the perspective of your reader having no background knowledge on this topic. That still counts. Once you have started thinking about that, you can use this chart here to help you build your thesis paragraph. We might start calling it now that it's a little bit more advanced. Your first sentence, like we've been doing, or first several sentences, is background knowledge, telling me everything you know about the Holocaust, what it was, what the effects it had on Germany, on Europe, on the United States, on the world as a whole. So that should be at least one sentence. We've practiced 3 to 4 pieces of background information. The more, the better. The second section or sentence should be your counterclaim. What's the opposite point of view? If you think the Holocaust is the worst ever, you might want to think about how people would disagree and what they might say. Remember from the last module, you might want to use something like, some historians believe that the Holocaust was not the worst event in human history because blah, 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 blah. Your third sentence is going to be your claim. So the opinion that you actually believe. You've just done the counterclaim. Well, some people believe this, then you can feed into this one. In fact, the Holocaust was, or was not, the worst event in human history because. You are giving 3 reasons to support your claim as if you were getting ready to write a 3-body paragraph essay. We are going to be using this thesis chart to fill it out. It helps us to think a little bit more intentionally about this much more complex thesis paragraph than simply like a 1-sentence statement. So in this context section, you're considering background knowledge. What was the Holocaust? What happened? When did it happen? Who was the leader of various countries, etc., etc. You might use, or you should use, the sentence starters. The Holocaust was. Give me information. The next sentence that you could use is, because of the Holocaust, this happened, this happened, this happened. And people who experienced the Holocaust, blah, 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 blah. The next section down is the counterclaim. Admittedly, some people might argue that the Holocaust, and you're giving the opposite side to your claim. This last section, again, is the claim plus the 3 reasons. That being said, the Holocaust, you are taking your stand. The Holocaust was the worst thing to happen, was not the worst event in human history, whatever your perspective is. And then you're giving 3 reasons. 1, 2, 3. When you're done with that, make sure you're going up here to the top and turn in your module. Then you're continuing on to week 3, module 2 on Edulastic. Once you've done that, you are done for the day. Thanks and have a nice day.